Today I received a call from the doctor who is running a trial in Brisbane, and he said that I am booked in for the trial. He once again said that I can't get the drug. They've got particular markers that they're looking for that drug, but they had a meeting, the trial team, or I don't know who, had a meeting, and I am officially going to be the first person on this trial, phase 1 trial. I'll explain more about it as I've got information. So after all these weeks of waiting to see if I got onto Picray, I've now found out that I am on a trial. But once again, there's more waiting. He said somebody was going to ring me up about it. He said he asked whether they'd rung already, which they hadn't, and they still haven't rung me. So like all of it, and when I ask questions, he just said, oh no, the person that will ring can answer all those questions. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it seems like this is going to be some antibiotics attached to chemo, and the antibiotics will hopefully make the chemo, the proteins in the chemo, this is where he talks so fast. Honestly, the phone call, I looked it up afterwards, took 3 minutes, and I was hurrying trying to write down, and then whenever I asked a question, it was either, well, when somebody brings you back, they can tell you about that. Like I said, how often is the chemo going to be? And he said they'll tell you more about that when they ring you. I don't know why he couldn't, but I'm very grateful for the opportunities he is giving me. So don't want to criticize, but at the same time, I just wish I knew more. Anyway, I'm sure I'll find out more as time goes by. But yeah, I think the plan is that the antibiotics will help the chemo to ingest the tumour, to ingest the chemo and make it more effective. And so hopefully this gene that causes the chemo to my body not to be responsive to the chemo, hopefully that will increase its effectiveness. Just to finish up, Toby is going to show you some hand skills. He's asked to be in the video, so we shall show you what he can do.
Only a little bit of blood.
Okay. A little bit of blood. Whoops. Okay.
I'm gonna get my warm and that.
Oh, youch.
That's mucky. No, that's something else.
Okay, he was doing his practice runs and had a bit of a crash. Doesn't know how.
I didn't say a lick.
What was that? That failed you. You didn't.
I didn't say a lick. This is still practicing. I can get more air.
Okay.
I can get more. Camera! Action! That's a bad jump as well.
What's
One
it?
more.
Okay, one more.
Go down it back. Why are you going down it back? It's jumping time. I don't want to mess this up. I didn't get much. And now what you've all been waiting for, probably not actually.
Pardon?
The backwards run. Ready?
Yep.
I gotta line it up. Okay. That one's a bad one. And this is a fun one.
And this is the backwards run.
I gotta push it over. It's tall enough. There's a big ditch thing there. Line it up. And
Way to go.
And last but not least, but probably least, by the way, I didn't break that.
Didn't break what?
That.
Okay.
Watch out, Mum.
Oh,
It's a rocker.
whoa.
It's a suspension tester.
Suspension
and I cannot
tester.
do wheelies on this bike. On my other bike that's broken right now. I can. Oh, wait up.
That was pretty good.
I don't used to this bike. No. Wait.
Okay, try again.
On my good bike, I can do a lot longer. All the way across.
Okay, well done, Toby. Bye. Hi there. I am in a park in my local botanic gardens in Toowoomba. It is the Carnival of Flowers on not this Saturday, next Saturday. So it's a really beautiful time to be in Toowoomba. We've got flowers blooming everywhere, including these beautiful tulips just behind me. What has been happening this week? I have found out about the trial. I'm on the trial. Well, no, I'm not on the trial. I am officially accepted to do the trial if I pass all the screening. So now I've got to go and do screening, blood tests, heart, ECG, a whole heap of tests to see whether I'm fit enough to participate in the trial. And that will be paid for, so that I guess is part of the trial. But if I don't pass those tests, I don't get to be on the trial. They sent me a whole heap of information yesterday and said, shall we ring you tomorrow to check if you are okay with that, talk about it with your family and friends, and we'll have a chat to you tomorrow. And I was like, I am running out of options, so I think that I'm going to approve it. That's fine, you can ring tomorrow, but I think the answer is going to be yes. And at that point she said, okay, well, let's book you in for a screening next week. So I'm booked to go down to Brisbane next Thursday, and there's a lot of people walking around in this park. So hang on. Okay, I found a pretty quiet section of the park, but a whole family just came up and had to check out the tulips that are behind me. So it would have felt weird to sit here talking while they were on close inspection with the tulips. I've also walked around I've got a little tripod that some people gave me, which was really lovely, but I just could not set the tripod up. So I'm using it as a gimbal because my actual gimbal seems to be not working. I'm in the park because I am supposed to be meeting with a group of refugees that I've been doing some cooking courses with. We've been learning how to cook their different cuisines, and today was supposed to be the final of that, but I think I've ended up an hour early, which is fine because I was hoping to update you while I was here, before or after. So I knew I couldn't remember whether it was 10 or 11 o'clock. It appears that it's 11, or I've lost everybody. I probably should have sent an email. Anyway, Brisbane next week. So when I heard, must have been by Wednesday by the time I heard back, I think on Monday, anyway. Can't remember the time frame, but I think it was about 2 and a bit days after my doctor said somebody would ring me, that somebody did ring me. And I was kind of thinking that maybe by the end of this week we would start doing screening type of things. But no, end of next week, and then it could take 2 weeks to get results from that. So nothing will help work from there. I am concerned because I am definitely getting increased discomfort within this area of my chest. So I'm trying to stay stable about this, but at the same time I'm concerned that there's growth and I'm not doing anything about it. I haven't done anything about it. I think it might be almost 5 months, if not 4 months, definitely 4 months, if not 5 months, since I did radiation, and it was February this year. It's now September since I did chemo. So I'm very aware that all the cancer in this part of my chest has not been treated since February. So yeah, I'm really wanting to get onto things, but yeah, these things can't be rushed. So I'll just wait for the screening, trust that that's going to come back all good. I did have a thought last night, because I know it sounds really ungrateful, but when I heard about that I was on the trial, I don't know whether it was just the whole deflation of not getting the medication and knowing it's phase 1. I'm in fact the first person accepted onto this trial, which is great that I get to try a new drug that could possibly help me that hasn't been there before. I am a bit nervous that I'm the first human that is going to try this drug. I'm confident that the research has been done to trial it on humans, but it's a little bit nerve-wracking. So I've been finding it hard to get excited about it. Also, it's a chemo that runs with an antibody, so I know chemo's hard work. I'm not looking forward to chemo. I don't know whether I'm going to lose my hair yet or not. My kids are already nervous about that. We know we've done it before, but it's just never nice. Anyway, I'm on the trial. That's great that there's an option for me. But yeah, I've been feeling a bit down these past few days. Anyway, I think being out in the sunshine just now is even helping. I'll show you why I'm sitting over in this shady patch next to tulips, because if we twist around a bit, you'll see that park is very busy, even though it's still 2 weeks until Carnival of Flowers. It's not school holidays yet, so I think that this might be one of the busiest I've seen it 2 weeks out of, well, I guess it's Friday, so I guess it's 1 and a bit. The bus tours probably have started coming up here. Anyway, it's pretty busy here in Toowoomba. I'll take you for a walk around the park and show you. Now, this is my quiet little spot. The tulips really are beautiful. You can see my quiet little spot was in fact next to a bin and next to a path, so people were walking around. If we scroll around, there's more gardens down here. There's more people